Hello, crafty friends. Sparkle here. Say, I want to show you some more of my Dollar Tree finds. So these are the playing cards that we were using this week. And I got these cool little spatulas and an eyeliner brush, which I'm going to use for blending. So to see what they had this in gold, silver, and I think blue, and they come on a big sheet. But they're cute little bling. So I'll show you what we'll be making. I decided that we could make some little journal cards, and I used some gesso, some texture paste, some distressed medium, some distressed spray stain, and some water. In color, I used this Neo Art because I want to keep them all in the same family. So, let's get started. In an effort to save a little bit of time, I already gessoed a few, and I used the gesso just to cover the letters. I just put a little bit on my foam brush and just get it on there. And you don't need much. I sort of pounce. I just want to cover some of the black. And this doesn't take too long to dry, but these cards are great because they're sturdy enough to take the medium and even water, a little bit of water. And I like them. I like the thickness of them. You could back them first if you wanted to, but I'm just leaving them plain because they're going to go in a journal. All right, so we're just going to let this dry. And this one's dry, and this one's dry. Okay, the next step is we want to use some of this texture paste. And I just put some on here to let it dry. And I'm just putting some in the corner on these. I put some over here, and I put some over here. I don't want the whole card with it. I just want to add a little bit. So I was doing these in stages so they could dry. I just took one of my little palette knives, and let's go over here. And you just spread this. It's kind of thick. Looks like toothpaste. And you just spread a little bit. You don't need to like really thick. But what's cool is you could spread it with a credit card and just make some shapes in it. Because when it dries, we'll be able to add our color to it. So that's all we need. We'll take this one this one's already dry. So then I added some of this, I use this Neo Art here. And I'm just gonna put some color on. Now it doesn't look like much, so you can just spread it around a little bit. But really what makes it active is you spritz it with a little bit of water. And that activates it. So you can get little, you can get some darker over here if you want. And soften it up a little bit. So I really just like the look of that. Almost looks like ocean. It's hard to see on camera, but it's pretty. And then the only colors I have of Distress Spray is this tea dye one. So I've been using that so that they're all. So I'm going to give that a good spray. Let it run a little bit and hit it with some water. And then I'm just going to dab a little bit. And ta-da! Isn't that pretty? So they all come out a little bit different, but they're all in the same color family. Okay? So we're going to let that one dry. This one's still a little wet. So we'll have to let that sit for a minute. Let's do some paste on this one. This is some gold medium. This is just a distress stuff. Let's just try it on the sides here. Just give it a little bit of color on that. But let's mix a little paste in there. I don't have a lid handy, so we'll just improvise. Okay, let's put some of this gold in here and a little bit of the paste in here. And we'll just give it a mix. Probably not the best place to mix it, but so you want to get that consistency. And let's put it down here. And I'm going to use my finger. That wasn't the best way to do that, but yep, I save the messy technique before I do my nails. So this one's just going to be a softer tone. And I'll add just a little bit more of the texture paste to give it another layer. And we're going to let that dry. How's this one doing? Yeah, I could take my heat gun out, but let's cover some of this up so it doesn't dry out. I'm in the desert, so I'm always, oops, not good. Try to use that. Don't want to waste it. Let's just cover the edges of this one with this gold that's somehow leaked out of my bottle. That's okay. And see, just adding the gold to that, this really picks up the pattern that you put down. Okay. So, again, to follow my theme, we're going to add some of the blue Neo Art. And it's not totally dry. So, let's just swirl it with our finger a little bit. And Oh, I like that. I just like the way that one looks. It's almost like a little sunburst. So we have that one up there. We have this one down here, and they just pick up different patterns. Okay. So we're gonna spritz this one just a little bit. I don't want it all over. And give it a little wash. There. Pretty. So we got that one. We've got that one. Got that one. And we've got that one. So after they dry, then you can add some bling, and they really have to be dry before you can put these stickers on. Okay. This one's okay, but this one seems to be coming up a little bit, so I'm going to let that rest for a while, and then I might have to glue it down a little bit. And I took this eyeliner pen from the Dollar Tree, and I just wanted to distress the edges a little bit. So you can put that on, and that's a different look. So I like that. Okay. So it's just a matter now of letting these pieces dry. We have one more. Let's see. Yeah, the paste is dry on that. So again, we'll just dab some color around. Go a little deeper with the color this time. It was still a little wet. This one looks like a sky. Oh, I like that. That looks like a sky or water. And this time we'll just spritz down here. Let the colors run a little bit. Nice. So I really just like the way they look. And after they're drying, they all come together. And you add some embellishments. They really look sweet. So I hope you enjoyed this brief process. And don't be afraid to get down and get dirty. And I will see you next time. Bye.